is Sanchez. I'm doing the speech for my communications class. Here are my note cards. Okay,
all right. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
This is our ragtag team. And then me.
Imagine the year is 1935. The president is Franklin D. Roosevelt. The coolest game is Monopoly by the Parker Brothers, and the newest car is a Volkswagen Beetle. But perhaps the most important thing for Las Vegas, Nevada, is that the Boulder Dam is being finished. The Boulder Dam, now referred to as the Hoover Dam, was commissioned to prevent flooding from the Colorado River. Flash forward to the present year, and flooding is no longer an issue. Instead, Lake Mead, the man-made lake created by the Boulder Dam, is disappearing more and more with each passing day. In fact, according to an article called Losses in Lake Mead, the lake's elevation, measured near the Hoover Dam, has dropped about 37 meters or 120 feet from the year 2000 to 2015. For the states that use the lake as a major water source, this spells disaster. Nevada is one of those states, which means that we are all affected by the lake disappearing. The lake, however, is only one of the most apparent signs of water shortage in Nevada. The smaller signs are all around us, and the fact is that if something does not change, Nevada is going to lose its primary source of water, and everyone living here is going to suffer. So we must protect our future by being careful with our water usage in the present. Before I delve into some of the ways we can all help prevent the lake from disappearing, I would like to explain what might happen if we continue on the way we are today. We as humans can survive without a lot of things, such as air conditioning, cars, internet, and even food for an extended amount of time. However, we can only live 3 to 5 days without water. This means that if Lake Mead were to disappear, Nevada would have to purchase water from other states. While filtering our own water is an expense, it is nothing compared to the astronomical price of buying water from other states. This would mean that the prices of water would increase. And if the price of water were to increase, so would the price of everything else. This includes drinks from fast food restaurants, admission prices to public swimming pools and water parks, and most importantly, locally grown foods. But not only does the lake provide us with water, it also provides us with energy through hydropower. Hydropower is energy created by running water. Unfortunately, as the amount of water in Lake Mead decreases, so does the amount of energy it can produce. According to a news article by Rod Cuckrow from 2014, the lake already generates over 400 megawatts of power less per day than it did when it was first built, and will continue to decrease. Once again, this means higher prices for Nevadans. Just like humans, animals would also be affected if the lake were to disappear. The group of animals that would be most immediately affected are those who are actually living in the lake. There are tens of millions of fish alone living in Lake Mead. Slowly but surely, these fish are being pushed to shore, and eventually there will not be enough room for all of them to survive. And because of this, everyone who eats the fish will also be affected. This includes birds, cats, and of course, humans. Another group of animals that would be affected by the lake disappearing are those who live nearby and use the lake as a major water source. This group includes beavers, coyotes, rabbits, sheep, and many more. If these animals were to lose their primary source of water, they would be forced to move elsewhere to find another source. This would drastically change Nevada's ecosystem, and not for the better. Now that I have shown you some of the effects of Nevada losing Lake Mead, I would like to explain how we can all work together to prevent its disappearance. According to an article called How Much Water Do I Use Each Day?, Americans on average use 80 to 100 gallons of water every single day, but luckily there are many ways to reduce this great number. One of the easiest ways to reduce your water usage is to take shorter showers and avoid baths. An average tub can hold about 40 gallons of water. However, a 10-minute shower only takes about 20 gallons. Therefore, by switching to showers and watching your time, you can save about 20 gallons of water every single day. Another simple way is to only use your dishwasher and washing machines when they are full. A dishwasher can use about 10 gallons of water per cycle, and washing machines use about 15. While there is no way to reduce the amount of water in each cycle, only running them with full loads will reduce the amount of water wasted. My final suggestion to reduce your water usage is to simply be cognizant while you are using it. For example, while you are brushing your teeth, remember to only have the water running when you need it. Also, instead of throwing out that old open bottle of water, use it to water your plants. And finally, instead of throwing out that bucket of mop water, use it to clean your sidewalk or driveway. Now that you have an idea of the many problems that would be caused by Nevada losing Lake Mead, as well as several ways we can all work together to prevent its disappearance, I would like to explain some of the benefits of implementing these suggestions. Although we may not all live long enough to see the long-term effects of our conserving water, one benefit we can all enjoy immediately is saving water. Being careful with your water usage will drastically reduce your water bill, thus saving you water. Also, the more water in the lake, the more energy it can produce. The more energy it can produce, the less the energy will cost, thus lessening your energy bill. Not only will conserving water benefit us in the present, it will also benefit future generations. Some of my most treasured memories were made at Lake Mead. When I was younger, my family would take day trips to the lake. We would pack a lunch, our swimsuits, towels, and just have the best day up there. I, for one, would like future generations to be able to experience that joy. Lake Mead's water level is decreasing every single day and will continue to do so unless changes are made. I encourage all of you to take the information I have shared with you today and pass it along to friends and family. If we all work together, we can not only save Lake Mead from disappearing, but perhaps bring it back to its former glory. And so I will leave you with this. Humans cannot survive without water, so we must do everything in our power to save it. Thank you. Please. Thank you.